Last week, I made $19,000. And before you click off thinking this is going to be one of those videos, it is not. I am not going to tell you to drop ship, flip thrift store finds, or start a print on demand store. What I want to do in this video is rate 7 genuine passive income ideas based on two things. First, how hard it is to get started. And second, how hard it is to maintain and actually make real money from it. I will be rating each one out of 5, 1 being the easiest and 5 being the hardest. Whether you are working a 9 to 5 and want something running on the side, or you are actively looking to build income streams outside of your salary, this video will give you an honest picture of what is actually worth your time and what is not. Let's get into it. The first passive income stream is rental income through real estate. And there are actually 2 ways to do this, one much harder than the other. The first way is buying physical property and making money through rental income. The barriers to entry here are significant. You need a down payment, a strong credit score, you need to find and vet the right property, and then source a reliable tenant. In terms of getting started, I would give this a 3 out of 5. It takes capital, time, and a decent amount of knowledge to do it well. In terms of maintenance, it depends entirely on how involved you want to be. If you manage the property yourself, it costs you your time. If you hire a property manager, it costs you money, typically 8 to 12% of your monthly rental income. Either way, it is not fully passive, but it can get close if you set it up correctly. The returns, though, can be substantial, especially when you factor in both rental income and long-term property appreciation. The second way to make money from real estate without needing a deposit or managing a property is through a real estate investment trust, or REIT. A REIT is a company that invests in different types of properties, hotels, warehouses, office buildings, shopping centers, rents them out, and is legally required to distribute at least 90% of that rental income to its shareholders in the form of dividends. In terms of getting started, I would give this a 1 out of 5. It is as simple as buying a stock through your brokerage account. In terms of maintenance and returns, I would give it a 2. You do not have the headache of direct ownership, but you do need to invest a meaningful amount of capital to generate a significant return, since you are not using any leverage the way you would with a mortgage. For example, a publicly traded REIT currently offering around a 3.5% dividend yield would require you to invest roughly $50,000 to generate around $150 per month in passive income. The income is relatively reliable because REITs tend to hold long leases with established tenants, but the return per dollar invested is lower than direct ownership. Still, for someone who wants exposure to real estate without the complexity, REITs are a genuinely good starting point. The second passive income stream is content creation, but with an important distinction. I am not just talking about becoming a creator. I am talking about building a content business. There is a middle ground here that most people either miss entirely or do not lean into enough. On one side, you have people who love creating content but treat it purely as a hobby. They never monetize it or think about it strategically. On the other side, you have people who go fully into business mode, burn out within 6 months, and quit before the income ever materializes. The sweet spot is combining both, building something you genuinely care about and treating it like a business from day one. For a platform like YouTube, in terms of getting started, I would give this a 1 out of 5. You genuinely just need a phone and an internet connection. But in terms of maintenance and the difficulty of actually making money, I give this a 4. Building a channel to a point where it generates meaningful passive income takes time, consistency, and a real understanding of what your audience wants. The payoff, though, once you are there, is significant. YouTube ad revenue, brand deals, affiliate commissions, and digital products can all stack on top of each other. And unlike a lot of other income streams, the content you create today can continue generating revenue months or even years after you posted it. That is true passive income. The third is dividend investing. This is one of my personal favorites and something I have been building for years. Dividend investing means buying shares in companies that pay out a portion of their profits to shareholders on a regular basis, usually quarterly. You are essentially getting paid just for owning the stock. In terms of getting started, I give this a 1 out of 5. You open a brokerage account, choose your dividend stocks or a dividend index fund, and you are in. In terms of making meaningful money and maintaining the income, I give it a 3. The challenge with dividend investing is scale. Early on, the amounts feel small. If you invest $10,000 into a portfolio yielding 4% annually, you are making around $400 a year, just over $33 a month. That is not life-changing on its own. But here's what makes dividend investing so powerful over time. If you reinvest those dividends, meaning instead of taking the cash, you use it to buy more shares, your dividend income compounds. Your shares generate dividends. Those dividends buy more shares. Those shares generate more dividends. Over a decade or two, that compounding effect is extraordinary. I reinvest all of my dividends and have been doing so for years. The income it generates now is a meaningful part of my overall passive income picture. The fourth is affiliate marketing. Affiliate marketing means you recommend a product or service and earn a commission every time someone purchases through your unique link. You do not create the product. You do not handle shipping or customer service. You just connect people with things that are genuinely useful to them and earn a percentage of the sale. In terms of getting started, I give this a 2. You need some kind of platform, a blog, a social media following, a YouTube channel, an email list, somewhere you can share recommendations with an audience that trusts you. Without that audience, the income never materializes. In terms of maintenance and earning potential, I give this a 2 as well. Once your content is live and ranking or circulating, affiliate commissions can come in passively for a long time. The key is recommending products that are relevant, high quality, and ideally recurring. Things people subscribe to rather than buy once. That way, your commission repeats month after month from a single referral. The $19,000 I made last week came largely from a combination of this and the next income stream on the list. I want to be transparent about that because I think it is important to show what passive income actually looks like in practice. It almost never comes from a single source. It comes from multiple streams that have been built and compounded over time, producing income simultaneously. The fifth is digital products. A digital product is anything you create once and can sell an unlimited number of times with no additional cost per unit. Templates, ebooks, guides, courses, financial spreadsheets, swipe files, anything that delivers value and can be downloaded or accessed digitally. In terms of getting started, I give this a 2. You need to invest time upfront creating something genuinely useful, and you need a platform to sell it, whether that is your own website, an email list, or a marketplace. In terms of maintenance and earning potential, I give this a 1. Once it is built and the sales system is running, a digital product can generate income around the clock with almost no ongoing effort. This is the closest thing to truly passive income that I have found in practice. A well-positioned digital product with the right audience behind it can generate thousands of dollars a month from work you did once. The sixth is a high-yield savings account or money market fund. I know this one does not sound glamorous, but hear me out. In the current interest rate environment, high-yield savings accounts are offering returns of 4 to 5% annually, significantly better than the near-zero rates we saw for most of the last decade. On $50,000, that is $2,000 to $2,500 per year in completely passive, zero-effort income. No market risk, no volatility, just interest accumulating on money you were going to keep in cash anyway. In terms of getting started, I give this a 1. Open an account, transfer your money, done. In terms of maintenance, I give this a 1 as well. There is nothing to manage. The income is not exciting and it will not make you rich on its own, but as part of a broader passive income strategy, particularly as a place to park your emergency fund or short-term savings. The returns available right now are genuinely too good to ignore. This is money working for you with zero effort on your part. The seventh is licensing your skills or intellectual property. This one is less talked about but has some of the highest earning potential on this list. Licensing means allowing someone else to use something you have created. A framework, a piece of music, a photograph, a piece of writing, a design, a course, in exchange for a fee or ongoing royalties. In terms of getting started, I give this a 4. You need to have built something worth licensing first, which takes time and expertise. But in terms of maintenance and earning potential once you are there, I give this a 1. Licensing income can be extraordinarily passive. You create or develop something once, license it to one or multiple parties, and collect royalties or fees over time without doing the work again. The ceiling on this income stream is also higher than most on this list because you are not trading time for money at all. You are being paid for the value of what you have already built. So, to bring it all together, rental income through REITs is the easiest entry point into real estate. Content creation takes the longest to build, but has one of the highest long-term ceilings. Dividend investing rewards patience and reinvestment over time. Affiliate marketing works best when you already have an audience that trusts you. Digital products are the closest thing to truly passive income once they are up and running. High-yield savings accounts are the simplest and most underrated option right now. And licensing is the highest effort to build, but among the most passive once established. The $19,000 I made last week was not from one idea on this list. It came from several of them working simultaneously. Income streams I have built and compounded over years, not weeks. That is the real lesson. Passive income is not quick, but it is absolutely real and it is absolutely worth building. If this video was useful, subscribe. I post every week on investing, income building, and creating real financial freedom.